Good morning. Ooh, it's too early. I woke up at like 7:45. I'm like, no. 7:30, 7:45. Oh, no. I want to wake up at 10. So I had this dream, right? That I was a nurse, and this lady that I worked with kind of mumbled to me. She's like, I was wondering if I could use your discount for some makeup. And I'm all, I'm a nurse. Okay. We don't sell makeup here. Well, hello, lovelies. I'm Emily with the Age Spot. Welcome. And today it is very early. It's very early in the morning. I'm not ready to be awake yet. I'm working in natural lighting so that I can show you the pigmentation and color, the vibrancy of the color of Kat Von D's newest limited edition palette. It is the Saint and Sinner palette, and as you can see, it's Catholic themed, and it's black on gold. It's gorgeous. She always does such a good job with designing her packages, doesn't she? It has a raised textured face. This will be available for sale in Sephora. I don't know about other stores, but in Sephora on October 3rd of 2017. So since it is a limited edition and they do tend to sell out kind of quickly, I would definitely make sure that you have your $62 US. But Kat did put a lot of work into this. Now, I'm not a Kat Von D person usually. I usually stick to budget stuff. And as of yet, they don't have any dupes on the market for this palette, but we'll be keeping our eyes open because so many people tried both successfully and unsuccessfully to duplicate her Shade and Light palette. The packaging is excellent. It's got a nice heft to it. It's firm and sturdy, but it's not so heavy that if you've got arthritis or weak joints, that you won't be able to hold it comfortably. The mirrors, two glass mirrors, as you can see my mirror and all of my supplies here in the corner. As you can see, there are two mirrors. Let me pull it back. And isn't that just beautiful? And we have quite a selection of eyeshadows here. So I'm going to give you a nice long look. Okay. So what I'm impressed with this palette is that there are so many different colors, and there are, there are neutrals, there are warm colors, and there are cool colors. So no matter what your skin tone, you should be able to find a shadow in here for you. You're gonna get a good amount of use on this palette. There are different types of shimmer shadows. Gosh, listen to me. There are different types of shimmer shadows. So not all of the shimmer shadows are extremely glittery like you saw with the two up top. And not all of them are real low key like some of the darker ones down in the bottom. Some have a chunkier glitter scheme, some are like metallics, and then there are levels in between. With the different colors, whichever suited the color best. So I really, really liked that. I've already started with my makeup. I've got foundation, powder, blush and highlight, and a bit of contour. My lip. I have not done my brows, but I do my brows after my eyeshadow. So there you go. I've got mascara and I've got eyeliner. I've got my silver eyeliner here and my e.l.f. black felt tip eyeliner up there. When I was looking into the palette, I saw a lot of girls who are more, they have the edgier look, they have, more of a gothic or emo kind of a look. And not necessarily that, but just edgier, our tattoo girls and stuff. People who vibe with Kat Von D, basically. And though their looks were amazing, and beautiful, and I respect their artistic expression. I wanted to show you what it would look like with a plain Jane like me, even though my hair right now is pretty dramatic. I'm going to apply a base shadow over the entire lid, and for me that's going to be Amen. Now, the point of this review tutorial thing is to show you A, whether or not this irritates my eyes, and B, without eyeshadow primer, how well this is going to apply to the eye. Naturally, if you wear an eyeshadow primer, your eyeshadow will pop more. The natural lighting will also show you more realistically what this is going to look like outside or next to a window or something like that while you're driving. So if you're going on a date during the day, you're going to work, whatever that's going to be, what this is more realistically going to look like if you choose not to wear an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I need it. As with all heavily pigmented eyeshadows, which are not in cream form, I did notice a little bit of fluff. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that very gently with my ring finger here. And apply this over the entire lid. Because I have hooded eyes, I try to use the entire lid with my eyeshadow looks. Usually with my eyes, I go in and I get the crease established first, not last. So my creases are less dramatic, but they are the most important part of my look because my eyes are hooded. They used to be less hooded, but now they are hooded, and it's genetic, and there's nothing I can do about it except plastic surgery, and no. I'm going to start with Crucifix, which is the darker brown, and as you can see, that's what it looks like on the lighter bristles of my brush. And I'm going to start where I want the shadow to be darkest and then blend it in toward the center. Wow, this is pigmented. And I didn't scrub the brush, I just kind of tap, 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 and that's what I wound up with. Ooh, wow. Go on, cat. Oh, it's a bit dramatic for the morning time. Blend that out a bit. Okay, so as you can see, that gives me a nice shadow toward the outer edge of my eye. Makes my eyes a little bit whiter. And that is a gorgeous brown. That is beautiful. And now I'm going to go in with a flatter crease brush. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Rosary, which is the pink rose tone right here under my nose. And I'm going to go in toward the center, get a little kick of color. These are super pretty. Golly, look at that. It's going to give me that bright color over the center of the lid right there. All right, now I'm going to go in with this lighter shimmery brown called Sanctuary. Just to deepen it just a tad, okay? And it really does take very little to get that impact. Super pretty. I'm going to use this for the higher highlight shimmer shadows here. I'm going to use, because these applied so darkly, let me get that shimmer. Because these applied so powerfully, I'm going to use Absolution instead of Heaven, which is, Heaven is more of a silver shadow. Absolution is on the white side of metallic, so I'm going to use like the white silver color. And I'm going to get about that much on the brush, which is a lot. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to hit the lower part of my lid with it. Wow, look at that. metallic that actually applies properly. Hallelujah. It really does pop. I'm actually quite impressed. I'm going to amplify that with a little bit of heaven right here. I'm just going to pat that on. To bring the center part of my eyelid forward. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. And right here. Dang. Wow, these are amazing. I'm impressed so far. And my eyes are not like, no, you know what I mean? Sometimes when I've got makeup on, if it's the wrong eyeshadow, it'll feel like I've got grit in my eyes. Oh, come on. I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs wrestling. It's first thing in the morning and they tend to play. But anyway, it's a rainy day and you can see the eyeshadow. So if you're walking around Seattle with an umbrella, well, then everybody's going to be able to see your eyeshadow. I'm going to hit this with a little highlight from Baptism here, which is kind of a pinky nude. And I'm going to go in right here just to kind of open the eye just a little bit, apply it, and then blend it. Because I don't want that to close my eye up. Oh, that's pretty. This video was not sponsored, and I bought this palette myself, so you don't have to worry about this this review being influenced. Where are you, pointy brush? Darn pointy brush, always hiding. So I'm gonna go under the eye with a little bit more rosary, and because this is such a pointy little brush, it's gonna get under my eyes, you know, and smoke that out a little bit without closing them off and getting it all over the lower lid. So just a little bit here for a bit of color. And because I've got a silver eyeliner under the eye, that's gonna like brighten it up and cause, you know, a little bit more light to reflect. Got my mirror over here in case you're wondering, like, you know. Right there, if I turn it, you can see how well that matches my hair. But yes, I am. So far, I am very impressed with these eyeshadows. But we'll see how they wear through the day on their own, no help from an eyeshadow primer. And if they start to irritate my eyes in an hour or two or whatever, I will let you know. I will also let you know when these eyeshadows start to break down, because every eyeshadow has its limits. I'm going to do my brows and go about my day. Okay, so this is what my finished look like. This is what my finished look looks like with my brows done. I used the Anastasia Modern Renaissance to fill in my brow color, and I used Love Letter right here. So it's been 12 hours, a little over, since I applied this makeup, and I really put it to the test today. My eyes were watery today. They were watery yesterday, and I didn't wear makeup, so I know it's not the eyeshadow. I did not feel any itching or grittiness or excessive watering, and as you can see, my eyes are not bloodshot, so it did not irritate my eyes, which is awesome. You know, I took a nap. I really put this stuff through its paces. The eyeshadows have more or less remained true. They got a little, like the red and the silvers did not last as long. I mean, you can see that the shimmer shadows stayed for the most part, but I did lose some down below. The thing is, shimmer shadows are notorious for falling apart after about 5 or 6 hours. This lasted a good 8, and through the nap, which is amazing. And then the brown, of course, remained the truest. I've still got the red going on under here. And, you know, I mean, and this is all without a base on my eyelid. I am thoroughly impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. I have no complaints so far, none. Caution, if you like to be able to control the amount of pigment you're putting on your eyelids, just a little dab will do. This stuff is really pigmented. I'm gonna get some really good use out of this palette, and the wonderful thing is that you can combine it with other palettes and stuff like that, so you're not just limited to what's in the palette. You can blend it with other palettes as well, because there's so much variety in there. Kat really impressed me with this palette. She hit it out of the park. And I might buy some more Kat Von D products in the future, you know. But of course, I know that's something I'm going to have to save up for, because I mean, it's not the cheapest stuff on the planet. What I am happiest about is that I spent the money and it was good quality stuff. It was manufactured well, the packaging was excellent, the packaging is beautiful, it's unique. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, being that these shadows are so pigmented. It's gonna take me forever to go through this palette. And it lasted all freaking day without an eyeshadow primer. So yes, I am definitely recommending this eyeshadow palette to you. Order it online at Sephora.com, okay? Or, you know, and you can do that now, which is what I did, or you can also go to Sephora, and I don't know where else they'll be selling it in stores, but all the Sephora stores will be releasing it on October 3rd, 2017, okay? So thank you for watching, and God bless you. Each and every single one of you is God's priceless work of art. Bye-bye.